Hi there, I'm Adam and welcome to the channel. Today I am going to be playing some BedWars. Looking around here I can see a few high-level players, so this should be fun. I think the norm here is to talk about random topics while you play, so I'll go ahead and do that too. I work in IT at a company in Sydney that produces audiobooks. Recently I received a panicked call from one of the narrators who was recording a new book. She told me that every time she tried to save her recording, the computer crashed. If she couldn't get the recording saved, she would have to redo the entire chapter, which would set her back days. I raced to the recording studio, my mind racing with possible solutions to the problem. When I arrived, I found the narrator sitting in front of a computer with tears streaming down her face. "I don't know what's wrong with this thing," she said, her voice shaking. "Every time I try to save my recording, it crashes." I sat down at the computer and started poking around. After a few minutes, I noticed that the narrator had saved the file as book_chapter_1.mp3 instead of book_chapter_1.mp3. "Oh no," I muttered under my breath. I knew that this simple mistake could cause major problems for the narrator and the company. As I worked to fix the issue, the narrator's manager stormed into the room, followed by the head of the IT department. The manager was furious that the recording was at risk of being lost, and the head of IT was equally unhappy that one of his team members had been called to fix a simple mistake. I tried to stay focused on my work as the two managers argued and the narrator looked on in distress. Finally, I was able to save the file correctly. The narrator let out a sigh of relief and thanked me profusely. The two managers grudgingly apologized to each other and left the room. As I walked back to the IT department, I couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction at having saved the day. I made a mental note to remind all of the narrators to double-check their file names before hitting save. Anyway, it seems like Blue wanted to have a jab at us here, so I'll go ahead and clean that up. I'm using F5 here to check behind me as to not get snuck up on while so close to the edge. It's important to remove any direct paths to your base as they make it easier for repeat attacks against you. That's a clear demonstration of cross-teaming there. I'll be sure to report that after the game. Unfortunately, it seems my teammates are too incompetent to actually do anything other than stand around and hog all the resources. I think this makes a good example of the player base on Hypixel as a whole, unless they are on someone else's team. Did you see that? It's things like that that make me want to punch a hole through my monitor and strangle the person on the other side. What kind of idiot gets knocked off the map fair and square only to defy logic and stay standing? It's an insult to my gaming prowess. Fortunately, I am a god at PvP, so was able to handle the situation with ease. What you just laid witness to was nothing beyond a fluke. Not only should I have won that encounter, but it was wrong of them to attack in the first place as I was tending to my RSI wounds. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of BedWars. Next time, I will show you how to develop a hacked client to put these edgy block placing wankers in their place.